2014 and a gorgeous Saturday morning in Penticton, our Peach Festival Parade, 67th annual. Nitu Garcia is back home, Miss Penticton 2008. Let's start there. How was the pageant last night?
Dennis, it was another very emotional year, bittersweet for the retiring royalty and so unbelievably exciting for the three girls who were crowned. And the candidates themselves are always reminded every year, it doesn't matter who takes home the crown at the end of the night, just making it to that point, making it through that 8 months of candidacy is something to be proud of in itself. So it was great.
And I guess the next day when they come to the parade, which we're watching right now, that's got to be the most exciting part.
Absolutely. And Dennis, I'm thinking back to my year in 2008. They told me when it came time to come start the Peach Fest parade, it never rains. Don't worry about it. And that year it ended up raining. So we're fortunate this morning. We've got a beautiful sunny morning and no sight of rain anywhere.
As the Saturday morning kicked into gear here and we were getting the parade rolling, there was some smoke in our northern sky as they were battling a forest fire up in Peachland. They jumped on that one early.
Right.
And other than that, we've had very big crowds for all of Peach Fest here this year as we got into the parade, and it's just a really good time of year. This is the one time you target to come home, I think.
It is, absolutely. If there's any time I'm going to come home, I live in the Lower Mainland now, it's definitely during Peach Fest. So I'm grateful to be here, and I know there's lots of tourists and locals alike here to enjoy the parade.
Well, let's get the parade going. Absolutely. Our Vancouver motorcycle drill team, they always kick this off and get the formations going, and we pick them up as they come down beautiful Lakeshore Drive. I know that our cameramen are getting some close-ups right now on the motorcyclists doing their thing. We're right by the beautiful Peach on the beach. We've got a great location. We're on the ground this year. How do you like being on the ground?
It's so much better, Dennis. We're looking forward to being on the ground and doing things a little bit different here, hosting. And going back to the VPD motorcycle drill team once more, these men and women from the Vancouver Police Department participate in various parades throughout the province. But we're told that this right here in the Peach City is their favorite place.
Has to be. They always come back. They've been
Absolutely.
here every year. You know something? We want to credit the Elks Club here in Penticton. A lot of the parade entries go to the Elks, and they've been serving a breakfast beforehand every year. And I can tell you, I didn't get there this year. We've got our own entry in the parade with SoCountry.ca. I didn't get to it, but we are powered by apricots. It's a Peach Festival here today, but our crew running the cameras, they're being powered by some nice apricots to keep us going. So we're theming well. It is the harvest. I mean, that's why they started Peach Fest.
It wouldn't be the Peach City unless we were powered by fruit grown locally.
Getting a good shot of the motorcyclists coming right beside us on our great vantage point here, and you'll see all the colorful lights as they move forward. It must take a lot of time, and I'm sure that these drivers are very, very skilled. They obviously wouldn't do this. I don't know if they're retired motorcyclists, or you're saying what some of them do, but the drill team, they have to work hours and hours. They're really into safety. They've moved us out of the way as well. So there's the safety portion. And we're rolling. That's it. That's what we do that. We get the Vancouver motorcycle drill team out early for that very reason. It just clears the streets and gets everybody ready. As far as the parade route goes, we start at the top of Main Street, and they around Germain Avenue, they marshal at the library and then move it this way. So we catch it about 20 minutes later, but it's good. We get the flow of it.
Absolutely, yeah. No, you've got to take the time to make sure it's safe. There's so many kids out and about, and I know when I was young, one thing that they used to do that they stopped doing, Dennis, in the parade is loads of candy being thrown out into the audience, something they stopped doing again for safety purposes. So it's important to make sure that while it's a fun day, that it's safe for everyone who's here.
I see the Mayor of Tonasket is here right now. We can maybe get a really quick word, and I'll introduce you quickly.
Absolutely.
Just before the
Hello.
flags come, the Mayor of Tonasket here, Patrick Plum, will get a close-up. Patrick, how are you? Your first Peach Fest.
This is awesome. We've walked the entire duration of it. We started where they started. We got to see all of Penticton before the parade started, and you have some wonderful things coming. We followed the marching band the entire way. We met your wonderful mayor.
The pageant you were at last night, this lovely lady was doing the emceeing.
Yeah.
What did you
She
think of
was
that?
awesome. She was so
Have
Now,
a word with our
we got to
Mayor of
ask you, we got to
Tonasket.
kind of put you on the spot here. Out of all the places you go to in the summer, which one's one of your favorite places to visit?
It's got to be now Penticton. It has to be here. You guys have the most welcoming folks, and the pageant last night, my goodness, you guys put on a big show. city's beautiful.
You put on a wonderful Founders Day, my friend. They have a rodeo every year, need to, and it's just absolutely fantastic. It's always at the end of May, early June, and we'll come and see you. Thank you for coming down, and we'll talk
Thanks for
after this
stopping
beautiful
by.
parade.
All
Patrick
right.
Plum.
Hey, SoCountry.ca. It's the best radio station in Canada, and down south across the border, we're listening now. We love Dennis.
Patrick Plum is the mayor of Tonasket. He's come up with some more, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. We're going to get the sound of the bands coming out here real soon as well. What a perfect day for a parade. It's nice to see our American friends up. How many parades were you doing in the States, Nitu, when you were
You know
Miss
what?
Penticton?
When I was Miss Penticton back in 2008, we did at least 2 parades. I remember Wenatchee was one that we went to every single year, and it's always great to see the different dynamic when you go to the U.S. in terms of both the pageants, the festivals, and the parades, and we always have royalty coming up north of the border for our Peachfest as well.
We could mention here that for population under 2,500, we've had a couple of U.S. entries. Chewelah and is Deer Park the other, I believe.
Absolutely, and we'll be announcing winners of some of the prizes later on.
Absolutely fantastic. We will let you know, and we'll get you the sound from the street here in just a little bit. But we do have the Seattle All-City Marching Band, as we're talking about our American friends, and they have made this parade. And do you know why they come every year? Have you heard this story?
Well, of course, because it's Penticton.
And they float the channel.
Oh, of course, that's got to be, and as the canal, as they probably call it.
You're right, yeah. No, I was asking Don Kendall about that. I said, how do you get them every year? Because they're such a big band. And they said the kids love to float the channel, and that's the incentive. That's the carrot they dangle to get this great big band. I just think that's so cool.
You know, it's funny because not a lot of cities have something like that, let alone 2 beaches and something that connects both of them. So now we're hearing the sounds of the Vernon Cadet Military Band and flag bearers here as they approach our way.
Yeah, the cadets are from all over British Columbia. They stay at the Vernon Army Cadet Summer Training Center, and that's right as you enter Vernon from the north of their city. And they hone their musical and band skills along with the other things they do. We'll give you a good listen to them when they get there. But these youngsters, they have to do a lot, and the military team building, it's just good for everything that they do in their lives later. And we want to thank them for coming. We'll put the cameras on them and let you have a good listen to the Vernon Cadet Military Band and flag bearers. Cadet Military Band and flag bearers, and you're going to see some of their vehicles coming in just a little bit. That sounds spirited. That's a good start to our parade here
Absolutely,
today.
Dennis. It's amazing what they do and the skills they learn in that 6-week training camp in Vernon throughout the summer. Really skills that stay with them throughout their lives.
Thank you, camera crew, for getting the nice shots. We're watching this on monitor. We've got aircraft going over. We've got the beautiful Peach on the beach. We'll give you a shot of, if you're watching on Shaw TV, our playback from Saturday for the 2014 parade. The Peach and the water in the background. I guess we live here. We don't think about it enough, but the tourists come here to get pictures and jump in the water. Right?
Absolutely. There's so much we take for granted here, Dennis, that the city of Penticton has a lot to offer, and as residents, we don't really remember it as much until we have locals coming in and really taking in the sights, and we're reminded of just how lucky we are.
Nitu, how much has the city changed since you were growing up? I mean, you were born and raised here. Do you like the way the city looks? Does it feel different than when you were a little girl here?
Dennis, that's such a great question, because one of the things that I'm so grateful for, and city developers might not agree with me on this one, but we're surrounded by 2 lakes and mountains. So, you know, the city of Penticton at one point was larger than Kelowna, but it hasn't been able to grow because of its geography, and I love it for that. I love that it stayed relatively the same as I've grown up in this city.
Education means so much, and so does opportunity. And of course, you went up the road to take some of your journalism courses. But with everything happening at Okanagan College and the Jim Pattison Center of Excellence, it's very good for our city all around, because if you got education, people in the future probably won't have to move around all that much. That's
Absolutely.
nice.
And Dennis, my parents are immigrants to this country, and we're so grateful to be living here. And here are veterans and our Royal Canadian Legion flags that we just
Do you
saw.
want to grab a word here,
Yeah,
Nitu, if you will?
absolutely. So we've got the Vancouver Police Department in their new Dodge Charger vehicles. How are you guys?
How are you?
Great time.
How was the trek down?
It was really good.
Yeah, what's one of your favorite places to come in this summer?
Oliver.
That's what we want to hear. Is that
But we
it's
love
fun.
Penticton too.
Great. Okay. Well, thanks so much for coming down. Enjoy the rest of the parade.
Thank you.
Once again, that's our Vancouver Police Department in their new Dodge Chargers, which they just got earlier this year.
How's it going today?
Good. It's a nice day. It's a nice day for a drive.
How many parades will you guys do? You branch 40 of the Legion. How many parades do you try and get?
We're carrying the sign for the Legion, but we're actually part of the BCD, British Columbia Dragoons. So we're a reserve regiment through the valley.
We were just talking about Vernon and what they do at the cadet camp, so they're busy in the summertime, I would take it.
Yeah, we're busy. Everybody's on courses and things like that. So we're a little short staffed right now, but yeah, we're fairly busy.
Welcome to Peachfest. Where are you from?
I'm from Penticton, actually. And there's another person from Penticton back there, somewhere from Penticton, Kelowna, and Peachland, Vernon, all through the valley.
Thank you for your contribution. We appreciate that, and carrying the Branch 40 Penticton Legion sign. Fantastic. We'll run it back to Nitu here. We're going to try and get right to as many people as we can, because we're on the ground this year. Very good. And our Dragoons, who he was just talking about, as you can see, they are hiring, and that's what they're doing. So, the parade's moving along quite nicely here. That's excellent. Oh, geez. I'm just thinking about how excited the royalty is right now. Did you sleep any nights before this thing got going? I know they're coming soon.
No, absolutely. We do have our Penticton royalty coming up, and I can guarantee you that the 3 girls that were crowned last night did not get any, if not a little bit of sleep last night. So.
I don't see Dan Ashton, but I see his vehicle. So there's.
Oh, there he is. He's handing out some candy.
There he is. Can I get over there real quick, like we can? MLA Ashton, can we grab you real quick, like here in the parade? Welcome. How are things?
Good, really good. What a gorgeous day. What an incredible parade. Look at the people.
Hey, you get a hospital announcement. Things are happening in our
prison,
city.
$600 million worth of construction. Holy.
Lots to celebrate. How many parades have you gone to over the years then?
Too many.
I bet. Thank you. I know you've got to run. Okanagan Penticton MLA Dan Ashton, very good. Nitu's going to run out right now, sure.
And Dennis, in our horse-drawn carriage, we've got the city's mayor, Gary Lickey. How are you doing, Gary?
Doing great. There's a wonderful crowd out here today. People from all over the Western Canada are saying they're having a great time at Peachfest. Some of them have been here 6, 8, 10 years. Sorry, I'm out of breath because I'm so excited. We're having a really good time. Thanks, Nico.
And Gary, I was just thinking back when I was Miss Penticton in 2008, I was told, don't worry, it never rains during Peachfest, and it rained my year. Are you happy with both the turnout and how the weather is being this morning?
Well, I think the mistake you made, you probably didn't have your contact in Ottawa. I had Dan Albus order the weather for us today, and he's done a marvelous job of doing that, so thank you.
There we go. Perfect. Enjoy the rest of the parade, Gary.
Thank you. See you later.
Once again, that's the city's mayor in a horse-drawn carriage, Gary Lickey, joining us. He was at the pageant last night as well to present the royalty with an award. And they'll be coming up pretty soon, our newly crowned Miss Penticton royalty. But first, we've got some city councillors here doing their princess wave.
I'll let you talk to the royalty when they come. I want to get out and talk to Andrew Jacobite. They've got a big screen now down at Okanagan Lake Park. So he's running it, which is really quite interesting because now when the big acts are in and there's a whole bunch of people, they can actually get a look at it. I'll run out and grab them and you can get ready for Councillor John Vasilaki. Councillor Katie Robinson, how is your day going?
I'm having a fantastic day. It's always great to support Peach Festival. I even have the shirt from 1989 Peach Fest when I was the director.
Excellent. Andrew Jacobite, you're running the big screen down at the Okanagan Lakefront, Okanagan Lake Park. How is that going? Second year now?
Oh, it's great. You got to come down and see the shows tonight, and if you come in late, you can see in the big screen. It's a lot of fun here at Peach Fest.
Elena Conans, how's our local tennis team doing?
A local tennis team is doing great. Tennis in Canada is doing great. We should all be proud. I think everyone here should take up tennis.
Thank you. Councillors Elena Conans, Katie Robinson, and Andrew Jacobite, thank you so much. So there we go. Nitu's going to catch up with our royalty in a bit, and we'll try and get a good word here from John Vasilaki too.
Thank you.
They are complimenting Nitu from the ground. Is it fun emceeing that?
Oh, it's so fun emceeing, Dennis, especially because I was a part of that pageant, so it's really close to home. I'm a little biased when I MC because I also get emotional, so it's always a fun event to go back and cover.
John Vasilaki's just telling people be happy. It's Opa in Greek, I believe, how that one goes.
Absolutely.
You're going to catch the royalty. Our camera crew is doing excellent. They are literally sprinting here today. We've got a great crew down. I believe when you're asking people to be happy, it's Opa in Greece.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the happiest day Penticton has ever seen. So please, everybody, come down and enjoy yourselves at the Peach Festival. It's a superb day. I've got my wife, my daughter-in-law, my granddaughter, the Miss Peach Fest, my two grandsons. We're enjoying the day immensely. Everybody come down.
It's Opa in Greece. Thank you, Councillor John Vasilaki. I like that. He brings the whole family.
He does, absolutely. And he is amping up the crowd like none other. And also amping up the crowd is the Miss Penticton Royalty Float. They've got music playing.
This is the Peach Lady.
This is the Peach Lady.
Hey,
you outdo our giant peach.
Does the peach talk?
Welcome to Peach Festival.
Thank you. That's Penny. That's Penny the Peach. Go ahead,
now the
Nitu.
music,
We're
the
going to
music
let
might be a
Nitu
little
run out
loud
and
here.
grab them. Absolutely, if we can.
We're going to say hello to our newly crowned royalty. We've got Miss Penticton, Shauna Morrow. We've got Princess #1, Sinclair Lovett in the pink. And we've got other Princess, Allison Smith. They were just crowned last night. Did you get any sleep last night, Shauna?
Not at all.
How are you feeling this morning? Is it surreal or has it set in?
Completely surreal, but completely fantastic.
What's your favorite part so far of between last night and this morning?
Everything, honestly. It's all been really, really great.
Now, tell us a little bit about what happened last night. We were there at the pageant when you were crowned. What goes on after that?
Then there's a post-pageant, and then this morning was the parade, and it's been really fun.
Yes. Good. Well, we'll let you girls go ahead. Oh, I think Dennis is going to speak to Sinclair Lovett, one of the princesses here.
Sinclair, how are you doing? Are the nerves all gone now?
The nerves are all gone. It's just excitement now.
Good, thank you. The first day, I guess it's got to be exciting, doesn't it?
It's very exciting. We're honored.
How was the pageant?
It was so much fun. It went by in a blink of an eye, but it was so much fun.
Good, very good. We'll get one word from the other princess.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to catch up with Allison Smith now. I was just talking to her offline about just how tired she is. And you know, it's no wonder. These girls were at the pageant last night. They had their post-pageant, as Shauna said. And now here you are at the parade. I know you're tired, but are you excited? How are you feeling?
I'm super excited. It's finally starting to sink in, and it's weird, but it's exciting.
And you know you have a wonderful year and many more parades to look forward to.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Okay, well, we'll let you go ahead and continue on with the parade. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Once again, our newly crowned Miss Penticton royalty. We've got our Queen, Shauna Morrow, our princesses, Sinclair Lovett and Allison Smith.
What do you think? Are the nerves out for our royalty?
No, the nerves are just getting started, but in a good way. They're so excited, and they know they've got an incredible year to look forward to, Dennis. And this is just parade #1 of many. And as we talked about earlier, there's even some south of the border. So
actually gets busier later in the rain, doesn't it? Retired
And
royalty.
here's our retired royalty.
Geez, if we can, we'll get a quick word. Annika, how does it feel this day?
I'm excited for the new girls, but I'm also sad that we're done.
Get a word from their princesses too. Very
Yes,
good. Need to.
Sydney,
Good job.
I know it was an emotional night for both you and Annika. How are you feeling this morning?
We're feeling good. We're really excited for the new royalty. Yeah.
And are you leaving with memories to last a lifetime and that will help you in your journey forward, or are you kind of closing the chapter and ready to start a new adventure?
I think a bit of both. We're definitely going to have memories forever, but it'll be a new part in our life. But we'll always remember this. Yeah.
If there's one thing that you could pass on to all the new girls, the 3 that were crowned, the candidates that spent the last months of their lives training for this program, what's one thing you could say to them?
I would say to just be themselves and to embrace whatever life has for them now, whether they're royalty or just moving on to something else.
And Annika, what about you?
I just tell them to live every moment of this year to the fullest and just try to take it all in.
And enjoy it and have fun. Well, we'll let you do just that.
Miss Penticton 2008 doing a great job on our broadcast today.
You're making me sound old, Dennis.
We're on the ground. Not one bit. Great news. Thank you for representing our city so nice, you guys. Good to work
you,
with you,
ladies.
Sydney
Enjoy
and
the rest of
Annika.
the
Very
parade.
good. We'll catch a whole bunch more too. So there's the other side of it.
Absolutely, yeah. It's so funny because on one side of it, there's these girls who were just crowned. The other side, the girls who just had an incredible year and they're saying goodbye to their crowns.
We want to thank Harvey Brown from Summerland because he's the one that's pulling the horses and making everything look pretty out there.
Absolutely.
It's quite interesting as you're interviewing them. I noticed that it's rocking a little bit. It goes
I know,
back and forth
hey,
to try
yeah,
and
it
keep the
doesn't
horse
just stay still. And here are some of our candidates
there we
who've
are.
done such a wonderful job the past 8 months. Hi, ladies. Congratulations on making it this far. Hi, Lori. Now, Lori is on the organizing committee of the Miss Penticton pageant. Her and Joe and Toba are 3 of the names that really need to be recognized because they're the ones that make this happen for these girls, and they selflessly donate their time to make sure that they get the most out of this program. So
Joe Sommerfeld goes to other pageants too. I know that. Tova's at a wedding this weekend or
she
something
is,
like that.
yes.
Yeah.
Toba wasn't able to make it
Hi,
to the
Toba.
pageant last night, but definitely deserves a shout out.
There's a gentleman who comes from Toronto every year with the War Amps. His name is Rob Larman, and if he's here, I'm going to grab him. He lost his leg in a train accident as a boy. He is so positive. Oh, let's get their song. Let's get their song real quick.
Some very important messages that these young ladies are telling us about. What is that message?
It's just whatever you do, play safe, drive safe, and just always be careful, be safe. Or, accidents happen, but just you do your best to be safe and all is good.
And I think another message to send out also is for people that haven't had the unfortunate opportunity to be in an accident like that, to really be grateful and take care of what they do have by being safe.
Yeah, for sure. And just offer those around you support. And, we really appreciate the donations that everyone gives and the key tags. And it's awesome, all the support we have.
Well, thank you for being here today. We'll let you go ahead and enjoy the rest of the parade.
Awesome, thank you.
Please say hi to Rob Larman for us. Thank you. He's come here so many years. Thank you. Good job, me too. Excellent. Yeah, the War Amps have come here every year, and their head office is in Toronto. I think we've got some service dogs rolling up here. Is that right? They are service dogs.
They
of
are
some
service
kind.
dogs, Dennis. That's right.
Phosphoric
We've got 3
phosphor?
dogs of 3 different sizes. It looks like a little puppy, a medium-sized dog, and a larger dog.
Yeah, it's the BCSPCA nonprofit organization right here. They've got their offices up on Dartmouth. I know they're often looking for dog walkers. Is that right? Are you still looking for dog walkers in the wintertime?
Sure, yeah.
What do you ask of people if they volunteer for the SPCA about how many hours?
It depends on their schedule. They can work, as often as they want to, or come in like once on a Sunday or whenever they are free. So yeah, they can apply online to become a volunteer as well on our website. So.
Okay. What's the puppy's name?
Well, this is Ben, and we have Jerry as well. And they may be up for adoption. We're not sure. They're in foster, and the fosters are falling in love with them, so they may just get to keep them.
Wonderful what you do. Thank you so very much. Yeah, the BCSPCA, and as you can see, they've got their dogs on the street.
It's a very dedicated organization, Dennis. It
Yeah.
protects and enhances the quality of life for domestic, farm, and wild animals all across the province. South Okanagan's Similkameen branch admits over 900 animals every year, Dennis. That's quite a bunch of animals that need some help, and the SPCA provides that for them.
Well, we better get up close and talk to the Cupcake Lady. CupcakeLady.com. Except that's not a lady in there. Tell us about.
Have a mustache.
No, who is the Cupcake Lady? Is there an actual?
There is a cupcake lady. She's currently working to fill all the orders that we're going to get today.
So she can't come to the parade. There's too much.
There's too much work to do. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
And if you want a cupcake, that's located right on Front Street there, so you can head on over and try those home-baked cupcakes and other treats.
The cupcake lady had to work.
Yeah.
she had to work.
That's a good sign. That means business is booming for her.
Hope you're enjoying our broadcast of the 2014 Peachfest Parade. It went on a Saturday morning. It was about 23 degrees with a light breeze blowing off the lake. You couldn't get better conditions. Rained in 2008, you said, Neetu.
It did rain in 2008, Dennis. I will never forget it.
I like that when you and Wayne McDougall were sharing that story earlier. These are some of these dual bicycles that they're not hard to pedal. And I can't remember the name of them. They were made in Germany, these bicycles that you may have got a shot of. Yeah, so that's the way they work right now. So we've got the see that? Yeah, those bikes right there that you're getting a shot of. They're very
part of,
easy to pedal.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
and Dennis, they're part of the Good Samaritan Society at the Village by the Station. So they're all residents at the Village by the Station, and they know how to enjoy Peter Brothers Grand Parade here. Just look at those smiles and waves that we just saw. And Dennis, go ahead and catch up with a member here.
No, that's fine. How are things with Kia today?
Oh, really good, thank you.
You guys are over on Duncan. You getting a lot of business that way too?
Yes, it's been really nice.
How do you like the parade? How was it marshalling today? All was well?
Oh, it's very nice. It's a really nice big float. You got some really beautiful ones out there. Lots of activity.
We're talking about the Kia Soul and the 2014 Sorrento, both named best in their class in 2014 from the Automotive Journalists of Canada. So you can see the Kia TV commercials and oh, the hamsters. That's right. They've got the hamsters, but they were at the Cupcake Lady today.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess they couldn't make it. Very good. The Masonic Lodge. Now we're going to get this is always a multifaceted, we get a whole bunch of them in here each and every year, and they always fit into our parade. So we'll watch them going in. And then we'll welcome the Legion, and we'll see how this goes, the Masonic Volunteer Driving Program, and also the Canadian Cancer Society. Oh yeah, and we've got the Keystone Cops too. So you're probably going to close up on the Keystone Cops and a guy that's driving a cooler. So there we are. Getting a good look at them right now. Thank you guys, good.
We know they won't get dehydrated with a cooler underneath their bums.
The Shriners, I believe what they do for this parade every year is they just get a whole, get all the different Shriner groups around to do their thing. So that's fantastic. All Shriners are Freemasons, which we're seeing right here. And I think they were located on Orchard Avenue in Penticton for a long, long time. The Keystone Cops, I don't know, but you run out to them, they're going to be, you want to try it? If
Absolutely,
they catch you, I'll
Dennis,
come and
let's
get
go
you.
catch up with them.
Neetu's going to go try and grab one of them right now, if we can. Go ahead. She's going to go on her way to catch the Shriner.
Uh-oh, we hear your sirens ringing. Are you going to pull someone over?
Well, you do. How are you?
I hope you don't pull me over.
Oh, I don't know about that. You'd be nice to be pulled over, wouldn't you?
How are you enjoying the parade so far?
Very good, very good. Actually, I'm driving, so everybody else is running around, but that's okay.
There you go. Yeah, it's still a nice, beautiful hot morning here in Penticton, but you've got quite the layers on. You must be heating up.
Well, that's why I got the bottle of water with me.
Now, for people that don't know, tell us about Keystone Cops.
Well, we're a unit from Shriners. We're from Kamloops. We've been formed since 1988. And what we do is what you see here. We partake in parade and, of course, help raise funds for the Shriners philanthropy. So there's about 15 of us in Kamloops, various sizes, shapes, and ages, of course. And hey, we have fun doing it. As you can see here, some of the fellows get a little wet once in a while. Others get handcuffed.
Well, we'll let you continue enjoying the fun. Thank you so much.
That's a good look at the Keystone Cops and then the big
Yeah, and those are our
bubble.
Keystone Cops out of Kamloops here in Penticton for the Grand Parade.
Yeah, the big bubble machine that came along too, and we'll get more Shriners coming at us right now. They're going to get us to keep walking with the parade, we're told. So that's good. We're trying to get out there so you can meet the people this year. In past years, for you people that are watching and may see a bit of a difference, we've generally been on a scaffolding.
That's right, yeah.
The idea was to come on the street. I like it. Like I say, our camera crew has to really race around, but yeah.
It does make it easier to get down and interview some of the parade participants for our audience watching this 2014 Grand Parade.
Excellent. We'll give you the sounds of the band. This is that very interesting motorcycle that they bring every year, or at least it's a mobile device that they use, and it always attracts a lot of attention.
And you know what, Dennis? I've always wanted to try one of those. I'm not going to lie. It's on my bucket list to ride one of those.
I don't think the ones behind have too much control where it's going, but it's certainly an eye catcher for sure. Yeah, nice place, Lakeshore Drive here in Penticton. For those of you that are watching our 2014 parade, and for yourself too, Nitu, you may not be aware, they've revamped the walkway here. And it's just, there's a lot of people coming down. The visitors are liking it. They had to remove some of the trees that were aging. And they've actually got an environmentally friendly walkway. So this is all right beside us, right where we get the shots of the beach on the beach.
And Dennis, if I did notice that actually, and when you're walking on it, it's just so much nicer on the knees as well. And so many people run along this walkway, and it's much better on their knees and on their ankles and their joints when you're running on that pathway compared to the cement one that we had before.
Such a nice idea. We've also put, for those people that have been living here a while, they've got a commemorative bench for Ken Patton, which is nice for the beach crews. Nitu, there's no way in 15 years you know who's playing that song, do you? Do you
I
know?
do not.
Okay. You know, Herb Albert and the Tijuana Brass.
I'll know for next time.
That's very good. We got some more motorcycles coming too. Thank you, Shriners. These could be more Shriners. I know we've got the Legion group coming here too. The Outer Rim Squad of the Legion, and this isn't them either. So
this is the Kamloops Motor Corps, the Shriners.
So we've got formations going again, kind of like the Vancouver drill team in a smaller formation. Safety is such a big thing, and you touched on it earlier, Nitu. The kids get excited, they can dash out there real quick, but
there's lots to think about when putting on a parade like this, Dennis, especially because there's so many people just lined along the streets. And as you mentioned, there's motorcycle drill teams, there's floats of various kinds, and it is so easy for a kid to run out and you know, it is a dangerous environment to be in. So there's lots to think about, and the motorcycle drill teams help to make sure that the area is safe.
What's the biggest parade you went into in 2008 when you were Miss Penticton?
The biggest,
Calgary Stampede?
it was indeed, yeah. The Calgary Stampede was enormous. It was definitely by far the largest parade we were in.
Yeah, it's a commitment. How did the ladies feel? They sounded like they were okay, our new royalty, when you talked to them?
You know what? They sound tired, Dennis. As we mentioned, the girls probably don't get any sleep, maybe a little bit, if any, and it's too surreal for them right now. I think it's going to take a little bit before it sets in. So
very good.
They're excited but tired.
What happens right after, aside from where they have to go? Is there any other personal commitments that they have to make as part of the program then? Is that what happens?
Absolutely, Dennis. There's definitely some things that they have to commit to, and part of that is right after the pageant, making it out to the post-pageant reception and making it out to this parade right here. And, you know, one thing that the girls should keep in mind is that the year is really what you make of it. Having a title like that of representing your city through a crown and a banner is one that really allows for creativity to shine through and doing what you want with the title. So while there are commitments, there's a lot that the girls can do with it as they please. So
you were saying in your interview with one of the princesses, you said, with Sydney Wood, one of the Outgoing, you said, will these experiences last for the rest of your life? You're not that into your life now, but does often when you get into a jam or you think of how you should conduct yourself, does the program help you along the way?
Dennis, I look back to that program on a weekly basis. I got to tell you, I was in 2008 taking Southern Skies aviation lessons to become a pilot, and it was the Miss Penticton program in large part that opened my eyes to my passion for public speaking, and that led to broadcasting, and now here I am pursuing a career in broadcast journalism, and I've got to thank the Miss Penticton program for helping me realize that that's really where I want to go, and even the interviewing skills, learning how to really conduct yourself in front of people who are young children to seniors to going into unforeseen circumstances and knowing how to handle them with poise and diligence. Those kind of skills come in handy all throughout your life.
It's kind of interesting too how they break it up, because they don't do it all in one night. They do a talent competition, they do the speech, they separate it all and then do it all in the final night. Do you like that idea better?
I do. I really do like that idea better, Dennis, because throughout the 8 months of candidacy of the Miss Penticton program, the girls develop so much over time, and it really gives the judges an idea of how they develop throughout the program.
We've got our friends from Trail rolling up here, and we're going to roll with them as well. The Silver City. Oh, this is the Legion. Hello, Legion. 501st. A little bit about you there.
Okay, we're a Star Wars costuming group, and we do charity work. So we do a lot of the stuff we do goes towards Children's Hospital, Miracle Network, and Make-A-Wish Foundation. So it's what we enjoy, and it's a lot of fun. We do all our own costumes, and we're part of a worldwide organization. Started off in California.
Where are you from?
I'm from Osoyoos, but we have people here today from Kelowna, Armstrong, and Calgary.
Thank you so much. Very good. Badlands Garrison, there you go. The 501st Legion welcome up from Osoyoos, or at least the driver. And you'll be seeing some of the costumes of the people and what they're doing right now. The costumes that go along with it. And then we'll be welcoming our friends from the West Kootenays. Our trail float is just coming. So Neetu's catching up with friends and family. It's always a nice little homecoming here as we're set up and getting cozy on site here today. Yeah, this is the 501st right here, Neetu, with the Star Wars people.
Now that is a very cool costume, but I can't even imagine wearing that in this heat.
Getting pictures on the street at the same time. Yeah, it was all explained what they do with the outer rim, which is pretty neat. Legion seeks to promote interest in Star Wars. Gosh, that'd be back in the 80s. That's a while. Still works. Okay, here comes our royalty again, this time around from Trail, which is really neat. You're going to be seeing a brand new float here. It showcases the many historical features of the Silver City. The bridge spanning the mighty Columbia River. That's the big one right by Kaminko for sure.
That's right, Dennis. There are rock walls, some a century old and built by talented masons. There are the covered staircases which connect people to work, home, and play. Now, Miss Trail, her name is Ella Meyer, and Trail's princess, Samantha Theobald, complete the scene and, of course, bring you greetings from Trail. And they're inviting you to visit Trail and experience the historical ambiance for yourself, which their float is meant to represent.
It's kind of interesting because in Nelson, not too far away, they went back to their history. They thought, well, we'll renovate. Then all of a sudden, they went back to the old facades and it worked. And it sounds like Trail's going the same way with the description.
Absolutely, it does sound like they're taking a similar route. Now, these
Excellent.
royalty were also at the pageant last night. They were at the post-pageant reception. It was an early morning for them. So these girls in their gowns, their makeup, their crowns, they look energetic, but they're really running on very little sleep here this morning.
Nice float, too. Thank you so much, Trail, for coming on out here and representing your city. Oh, and there's the bridge we're talking about. This is the bridge that really links what we call East Trail or Glenmary and with the rest of the city. And we get a close-up on that bridge there that's on the float. Thank you so much for coming from Trail. Very good, thank you. Nice float. That's a nice float.
It's a gorgeous float.
The Peachfest float has been all changed since you've been on it as well. How do you like it?
I can't even remember what the Peachfest float looked like my year because it's changed a couple times since then, Dennis. We had Jerry Oliver driving our float back then.
I saw Jerry Oliver earlier today, and he's helping out with the parade again. These are some of the personalities that you see each and every year. Speaking of personalities that have been around, Don Kendall, nice job. He's the president again this year. And it is a lot of work. It's quite interesting, though, because over time, as he always says, in a former life, he was a nightclub and bar owner. And because of that, he knows all the entertainers, like the Stampeders he'd worked with years ago, who were the Saturday night performers. So it's interesting how it all kind of comes around again.
Absolutely, Dennis. Lots that goes into it.
Grizzly Excavating, thank you so much for supplying a truck and getting all these lovely ladies on site, too. Osoyoos Royalty, the Oliver Ambassadors kind of highlighted there as well. And we'll roll in on the Town of Hope, too, coming right behind here. Good pace to the parade this year. It's funny, it's going just fast enough where people can actually run out there, get a quick picture. There's people watching, but just making sure everybody's safe. I see they're handing out water as well. Got to think about that, too.
It's important to keep hydrated, Dennis. It's such a hot day, and we just had the Boonstock Music Festival, and one of the big issues there were people weren't keeping hydrated. So it's something that's definitely very important.
Oh, it's the Hamlets, not Hope. There we go. How are you doing? This is the Hamlets group that are doing their thing here today. And I can tell you my wife works for them. Ah, she's one of the curates, so I think we can, thank you. That's good. Nice to see you all here today from the Hamlets Care Home. They're located right behind Safeway. They've been going for about 5 years. They got off to a pretty good start, and they're still doing their thing. Very good. So we're going to walk right out. We have got a pigeon. No, I think it's a little chick. That's been happening since you left too, Neetu. They're trying to get backyard laying hens here. Did you hear about that?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, they're trying to see how that's going to go. They've got a pilot project going here in Penticton to see if people want backyard hens or not. There's some concerns that they're working out too. So that's where that one's going. Oh, it's Miss Westside. Okay. Westside Days just up the road. Welcome. Get a close-up of the Westside Daisy. Really, really good.
Westside Daisy blowing you some kisses.
Hey, this is going to be just perfect. This is going to be because they're asking us, that's very good. They're asking us to keep the parade rolling while we're doing our interviews, which is fine. We're going to get on camera for you. Kim Burley from the Stampeders.
Hey, Dennis, how you, man?
Good, thank you. We talked about this back in March. We were so excited about you coming. Had you been here before in your life?
To the Peachfest?
Yeah.
No, this is the first. We played in Penticton years ago, but we've not played at Peachfest ever before, so it's great.
What do you think of our beautiful street and our peach on the beach?
Well, I mean, I love it here. You know, I'm not unfamiliar with Penticton, right? Having lived in Soyuz for a couple of years, and I'm a local guy now. I live in West Kelowna, and so yeah, this is my neighborhood now. So it's great to come down.
Headlining act, the Stampeders are here on a Saturday. We're watching the parade, and we're watching our fire department go by right now. We'll see if we can get a word from one of the children. Thanks, Neetu.
Let's check in with our fire department here. Hi, guys. How are you doing? Good. Are you excited to be in the parade?
Yes.
What's your favorite part?
Smiling. Riding in here.
Are you guys staying cool in this hot heat?
Yes.
Now, our Penticton Fire Department has been very busy this summer. They've been battling a lot of fires, and of course this is the time for them to really make sure they're available 24/7 in case any spot fires do come up, and the Okanagan is notorious for that, Dennis.
I just noticed Diana's in there from Local Landing. That's really cool. Well, Sounds of the Band and Sun FM is here too. Hi, everybody. These guys have been working out on stage and doing their thing. Excellent. With our group here too. Nice to see you. Very good. And the Salvation Army too. We'll have another band. You didn't get a chance to meet Kim. Have a word, Neetu.
Hi, Kim. So nice
era.
to meet you. And welcome to Peachfest. It's your first ever one, I hear. What do you think so far?
Well, I'm having a good time so far.
Glad to hear it. And we've been mentioning that when I was Miss Penticton back in 2008, it rained for me. So we're very lucky that we've got a nice sunny morning to kick off our Peachfest Grand Parade.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah. No, it's a great day, and it's been like a wonderful summer. And may it continue like until January at least.
Hey, this guy's from Dawson Creek. Did you know that?
No, I
didn't. Know that on the air.
Kim, so you're from Dawson Creek.
I am from Dawson Creek. I was raised there. I lived there till I was 12 years old, and I've been to Calgary, and now for some strange reason I'm back in British Columbia, but I'm not in Dawson Creek.
Well, you chose a good part of British Columbia.
You bet, you bet.
Let's have a listen to one of our marching bands coming in right now. That's the Kalamalka Highlanders pipe band from Vernon. Kim, you can tell us a little bit about them. They were formed a few years back now.
All right, they were formed in 1984. The largest pipe band in the Okanagan Valley was close to 40 pipers and drummers. Or we would say that, close to 40 pipers and drummers. Aye, laddie. All right, where am I now? Oh, they're the only pipe band in the BC interior with both a junior and an adult pipe band. The band wears the distinctive maroon and grey 40 tartan from the Isle of Skye in Scotland.
Joining us on the broadcast, Kim Burley from the Stampeders, the South Okanagan Gay and Lesbian Association, going by with a couple of groups here you're seeing right now. And then we're going to bring in Deer Park, Washington. Neetu, this is one of our float winners. This is one of our small town. Let's get that right here today. There we go, under 25,000.
That's right, Dennis. Yeah, it's our second place winner, Deer Park, right here, the community float from Deer Park, Washington, a prize winner. And you can tell it's not just a float. They've got a dance routine. The royalty have got a dance routine, and Dennis is going to run up and try and catch up with the royalty there.
Welcome from Deer Park. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Tell us about your community.
What was that?
Tell us about your community.
Our community is a very small, close-knit, tight community, and everyone's just so kind, and we would love to have guests come. That would be great.
You're an award winner at our parade. Thank you. Very good. In from Deer Park, Washington. That'll work just fine. We'll get out of the way of their cameras. Yeah, that's excellent. They have won an award on this one. So they've won, Heather, So they've won one of the awards for population under 25,000. Fantastic. That's excellent. I've got to tell you, Nitu, we've got a trampoline act here this year at Peachfest from Montreal.
I hope that's not what they're doing.
No, they're bouncing off walls, and they're and this group here, and this is again from and our friends from WestJet too. Hey, you guys are going to start flying out of our airport, aren't you?
On October 26th.
Okay.
October 26th, Calgary to Penticton Direct.
Calgary to Penticton Direct. I don't know if you heard that. So October 26th, Calgary to Penticton Direct. That's WestJet, reminding of their new opening.
Yeah, we are looking so forward to WestJet because we'll finally have a plane going east out of our little airport. We like that so much. Trinity Center and their ice cream parlor. There's the ice cream ladies. Hi, ice cream ladies. How are you?
We're good, thank you. We're having a wonderful time.
We're glad.
Trinity residents.
Trinity residents.
So much energy this morning, despite the sun.
Do you
She's
like
clearly keeping
You must have had a few
hydrated.
of these in Dawson Creek when you were a little guy, Kim?
Yeah.
Enjoy
and
the
what was really
parade.
striking about, there's never a parade without a pipe band, right? I mean, that makes it for me. So
I kind of thought you got excited.
I got
there, yeah.
my pipe band hit right here today.
Boyd Auto Body and Glass joining us here, and they've got a couple of vehicles that are coming by our parade. We've got a beautiful shot here of the Peach on the beach. I know we're getting some really good filming and that. Our camera crew's on the run here today in our changes. I see we've got Chewelah coming. The American floats, they've worked so hard at it, and you can tell. We've got one of the award winners coming up too from Chewelah.
Dennis, yeah, and that's another one that's population under 25,000, another float winner.
And they're going to be rolling up. You can see that they're dancing in the background here, and that's fantastic. What do you think of the parade so far, Nitu? What do you think of this year's?
Dennis, I love coming out every single year, and it's cool when you go to a parade more than once and for a long period of time, because you really get to see how it changes every year, from the parade participants to the people that come out to watch, and of course to the weather. So it's great to see it every year.
We were supposed to mention the lakeside here, and I don't know if they got scrambled up here. We'll talk about scrambled eggs here for just a moment.
Absolutely.
Right?
It's the name of the entry, and it's presented by the Lakeside Resort. So the Lakeside Resort and Valley View Farm brings us scrambled eggs. Valley View Farm is located just above Skaha Lake, as you may already know, surrounded by the breathtaking scenery, richly diverse agriculture. Valley View Farm provides fresh fruits and vegetables. It also has honeybees and organic free-range chickens. The farm supplies the Hood and Merganser restaurant, so you might not know that if you have ate there, as well as the Buffalo Head Pasta and Tapas Room, who was actually the sponsor of one of our candidates in the Miss Penticton pageant last night, and Mother Nature's fresh local ingredients as well. Now, those fresh local ingredients often inspire many of the chefs' culinary delight, so keep that in mind if you're ever eating out in the Okanagan. The Lakeside Resort invites you to experience fresh local produce crafted into delicious meals at one of their restaurants inside.
Thank you so much. Now they're probably going to show up. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's quite interesting when they're marshalling in the morning, and we got to thank people like Andrina Life and Teresa Kendall. They get this all going up around the library. They have they get in the Elks Club and have their breakfast, and yeah, it's fantastic. You want to go out and grab Chewelah?
Yes, let's do it, Dennis. Let's chat with them and see how they're doing.
Chewelah, and we've got Kim Burley standing
now again,
by here. I'm very proud. I don't want to self-promote too much, but our So Country float's coming, so get ready. Let's go to Nitu on the street. Go ahead,
Now
Nitu.
again, this is another float. Not only do they have a float with music, they have dancing and full choreography. How are you enjoying the parade?
Wonderful, it's amazing.
And you guys come from south of the border. What do you think of our Penticton? Not only that, but being in Canada.
Well, Canada is great. I love Canada. Everyone is so nice here.
Is this your first time coming to Penticton's Peach Festival?
Yes, it is.
Good. Well, we'll let you continue through the parade. I don't want to ruin your choreography. Thank you for being here.
Thanks.
Once again, they are one of our winners in the prize parade category. In the population under 25,000, they won first place in that category.
That's one of our award winners too, Nitu. I like that. Chewelah, look at, they're one of our award winners, and they're highly spirited. I like that. Excellent. What did they have to say? I couldn't even hear you out there. Good.
Dennis, it's so loud, and I was worried about that. I was trying to speak over the music, and I was just talking to them about being north of the border and how they enjoy it. But not only that, you can tell that their float is bright, and it's got music, but not only that, but choreography. And as I spoke to one of the royalty, she just kept dancing. She didn't even stop. So, you know, they're really proud of what they put together.
Excellent. It's a beautiful float. Geez, they've put a lot of time in this. Chewigala is just a little bit north of Spokane. It's a beautiful little community. I don't even think there's 2,500 people at most anyway.
It's a very small community,
The
tight-knit
spirit
community.
of small town America.
Absolutely.
We got the small town America. We've got the big band, the Seattle All City Marching Band coming. This is smack dab in the middle of it. Very, very, very nice. Excellent. This is Lady. Welcome to Penticton. Very good. I want to thank our camera crew. Doug Brown has joined us on board here now with the rest of his crew that have been up since early in the morning. That's a real traditional country sound with a little western swing for you in the heart
Now,
of Texas.
Dennis, coming up here in another horse-drawn carriage, it looks like our BC ambassador, Camelia Vokey, and she's only got a week left before her pageant and she gives up her crown. Now, Camelia's an interesting candidate because she was involved in the pageant for several years and she's representing Penticton on a provincial level. Camelia, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
We were just talking about how you represent this city on a provincial level and there's only a week left before the crowning, and next week we'll find out which community will represent us wearing that crown. How does it feel? You've been involved in this pageant and several pageants for years now. Is this time for you to move on into the next stage of your life?
It is time. I'm so happy for the next girls to run as BC ambassadors, and it's been a fabulous year. I have enjoyed it so much, and my next journey will be in Ireland for university right after, so I'm looking forward to that.
We'll definitely look ahead and wish you the best in your future, but just one last question. What's one of your favorite memories from being involved in representing Penticton on a provincial level?
My favorite memory was going to the Calgary Stampede. I traveled with the Miss Penticton royalty, Queen Annika and Princess Sydney, and we had a fabulous time. The parade was awesome, and I really enjoyed it.
Thank you, Camelia. Wishing you the best of luck in your last week and, of course, in Ireland as you move on to the next stage of your life. Thanks. Another horse-drawn carriage here, Dennis. Royalty from Camelia Vokey, who's representing at the BC Ambassador pageant.
She's worked so hard. I know she does a lot of the promoting by herself too. Nice job, Camelia. She'll be in Merit actually in a couple of weeks.
Absolutely.
And that's when they redo it again. Very good.
And Dennis, this next flow, you don't know at all. You know nothing about this
No,
one. No,
I know nothing about.
This is very close to home for Dennis. It's so country internet
It's
radio.
very odd to be in to put in an entry in the parade and you're not in it, but I couldn't be. This is a very spirited little entry. Sunrise Pharmacy, thank you, Joelle, for decorating. And we've got the West Bank Country Opry on the back of it. Go and we'll grab Kelly Wesley. I'll let you have a chance. Go say hi to Kelly there. We'll get a shot there.
Hi, Kelly. Here we go. It's So Country Internet Radio Float right here. How are you enjoying the parade so far?
It is awesome. It is so busy with people and everyone has a smile. It's so awesome.
That's what I was going to ask. What's the energy of the crowd? Because of course you guys have to keep everyone amped up, but are you getting the same thing back from them?
Well, I'm so lucky to be here with the float with Nikita, and so everybody's already pumped up with their music, and I can hand out my information about the Kidney Walk.
And tell us a little bit about that, the Kidney Walk.
So on September 21st at Gyro Park, registration's at 9 o'clock. We are raising money for the Kidney Foundation, and it's going to be for the BC branch. It's amazing. 1 in 10 Canadians have kidney disease. Many people don't even know it. And we want to bring awareness. Now that's loud.
Well, we'll let you go ahead and continue raising awareness about that through your pamphlets. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the parade. We'll pass over to
Kelly,
Dennis
how's
here.
it going with the So Country thing here? Very good.
Oh my gosh, this has been so fun. The weather is great. We've been throwing out a lot of candy, and it's just great to see everybody's smiling, happy faces.
This lady's from Portland, Oregon. She's been in some big parades before. How is this one? Do you like Peach?
This is an absolute awesome one. Yeah, I've been in Rose Festival before and a Potato Festival. I love the Peach Festival. Why not? Yeah.
Me too. Our potato queen from Portland is here today. We want to thank Renee from the Property Guys and Huber Bannister catching up too. Thank you, Kelly.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you for all you do for me all the time. Thank you. Very good. So we were talking with the Kidney Foundation.
We
How
were,
is Jennifer
absolutely.
today?
No, she's doing great. She's trying to raise awareness about what the Kidney Foundation does, and she's got little pamphlets that she's handing out to all the parade participants here today. So we caught up with her. And of course, we got overpowered a little bit by the beautiful Nikita Fonzo singing away on the So Country float. So
It was spirited, I think.
yes,
How'd you like it?
absolutely. No, she's doing a great job. Very talented girl she is.
We've had a change of the guards here. Our camera crew are working really well here to this day. Thank you so much, everybody. we've changed a little bit because we're not up on the scaffolding and we're down below a little bit. And I think something that's happening is as soon as we get out there, it stops them. We're trying to make sure that we keep everybody rolling.
It's
but
a
I
bit of a
guess
juggling
automatically they see the camera come out, but we're adjusting. They adapt so quickly. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, crew. Very good.
Yeah.
Excellent. Let's hear the band.
Dennis, as you mentioned, that's the Vancouver Traveling Band. Beautiful sound coming from them. They're a group of volunteer musicians. They travel to various parades and events. They enjoy bringing music to many communities across the province.
South Okanagan Immigrant Community Service. You did some work for them, didn't
That's
you?
right, Dennis. Yeah, I volunteered with South Okanagan Immigrant Community Services for quite some time. They had a big multicultural festival that I used to help organize, and they do a lot of work for people that are like my parents when they first came to this country and need some help getting started here in Canada and Penticton.
It's nice to have the different ethnic foods too. It's nice to have the
Absolutely.
ethnic foods. We've just got a little bit of a break here. And just while we wait for the next ones to come, Kim Burley, thank you for coming down. You know, these guys are doing sound tests and coming down and see us and everything like that. The Stampeders, how long are you guys going to keep playing music, my friend?
Well, we're scheduled to die very soon, so I mean, probably not a lot longer.
Hey, don't say that.
These are one of the first bands to actually chart in the United States, and I don't know if it was Carry Me or Sweet City Woman, but they're still together. Kim Burley, the drummer of the Stampeders.
Yeah, without my sunglasses, facing the other way. Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming.
Pleasure. Good to see you, Dennis.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Very nice meeting you, Kim.
Kim Burley, the drummer of the Stampeders, coming down. Murray GM going by behind us here today on a beautiful, gorgeous, perfect, 26 degrees or something. It couldn't be
Feels
better.
hotter, Dennis.
Excellent.
It's a scorcher today.
Close up on the vehicles. The new vehicles coming out. That's good. Thank you. I see Our Lady of the Lake coming, but this is not the Lady of the Lake from Kelowna. This is the.
It's not. This looks like Cowichan Lake. That's right.
No, that's a long way to come because they've got to come over the island for that too.
That's right, Dennis. And their float is another one that's always just absolutely spectacular. It's no different this year. Lady of the Lake is Lauren Frost. We have two princesses as well. One is Maddie Young, and then we've got Marigold Arbill. Now, these young ladies represent Cowichan Lake. They travel throughout Washington State and, of course, BC, north of the border here. Say hi, everybody.
Excellent. Cowichan Lake, good long drive. Excellent. Jason Aldean playing on the street here by the Peach on the Beach for the 2014 edition of the parade. That's excellent. How was your trip from Cowichan? When's your celebration? When do you have your annual celebration?
Our annual celebration is Lake Days, and it's the second weekend in June.
We'll come and see you. Thank you for coming to Penticton.
Come down. Thank you for having us.
Dennis, another float of royalty who are inviting us to their community and here for Peach Festival to enjoy everything we've got to offer them as well.
How many stops did you make along the way when you were representing our city? Any idea?
I can't count on two hands, Dennis. Quite a few.
Yeah, it is a commitment, isn't it?
It is,
Did your life
absolutely.
go on hold or not? You just keep
You know
doing
what? It
you
becomes
do.
your life for that year. You know when you're running as a candidate that if you get that title, that the pageant and representing it will become your life for a year.
Got to be with the BC Seniors Games. Driving with the door open. We can keep rolling. We can keep rolling. That's fine. Good. How are you?
Fine, very well, thank you.
Where are the next BC Games going to be?
Langley, September 9th to 13th.
Okay, there you go. Our Seniors Games, Langley. North Vancouver after. There we go. There's
Another
where the
group that's
seniors
made a trek from the Lower Mainland, yeah.
We've got some of the foot traffic moving down the street on a beautiful Saturday morning here in Penticton. Nice pace to the parade this year too. It's excellent. Watching this back on Shaw TV 11, thank you. In many of our communities in the South Okanagan, Similkameen, that's just great. Shout to the people on the street. That's good too. Everybody loves a parade. We do have 2 parades at Peach Festival, you know. There's a kiddies parade too. That's something
That's
that
right,
Royalty
Dennis.
also is committed to, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. Royalty every year goes to what's before the kiddies parade is face painting and booths with coloring and just getting to know the kids, and then you go ahead and do the parade route with them. Now, this next float that we're seeing come by here is the OSNS, I should say, Child Development Center, and there's a telethon that's done every year to raise money for this group that does some amazing work for children.
Yeah, Shaw TV does that, by the way, and it's November the 9th this year. Toby Tanis and myself did it last year after the retirement of Mike Roberts up the road. They thought that they wouldn't have it anymore, and they thought, well, let's revive it a little bit and change it around. And Toby stepped in and did a wonderful job. And they have to raise over $300,000 every year to keep that center going. As we heard, Judy Sentes worked so hard. Do you know where she is as this parade rolls down the hill?
Where is Judy Sentes? I guess we'll find out.
If you don't know why Judy Sentes was not in the parade today, she's in Europe. Her grandson's playing hockey. They're in the Czech Republic.
Wow, Judy.
Yeah. Okay, you can hear the sounds and you can see the Penticton Springers Gymnastics Club of all ages. Very good. Did you do anything like that when you were younger?
I was just going to say, Dennis, I didn't actually, but I did my own version of gymnastics. I was known as a little monkey when I was young. I would climb trees and try and do my own version of what they're doing so well in a choreographed manner.
Well, your talent was dancing, wasn't it, when you were running for Miss Penticton?
That's right.
Hey, that's nice. There's the close-up for you.
That's something I couldn't pull off, Dennis.
Doug's got a good shot of that up close. We've had skippers down on site this year. They've had a skipping club, and I was talking a little bit about the Trampoline Act. I hope you get to see them because they're from Montreal. Some of the members are in Cirque du Soleil.
Wow.
Oh, geez, yeah, they
incredible.
are absolutely fantastic.
You got to be very flexible, very strong.
They've got a wall, and they're actually bouncing up into a wall with these. They look like little windows, and they come in and out, and it's fantastic.
Very neat to watch.
Very good. Thank you, Springers Gymnastics Club. That's a long way down a whole parade route doing that, I would think, for sure. Kismet Estate Winery.
I recognize this music. This is definitely some Punjabi music that they're playing to represent their roots at Kismet Estate Winery.
Is that your first language or second?
Punjabi was my first language, Dennis. I lived in India for a couple years when I was a toddler, but I came back to Canada and forgot a lot of it, but I still do speak it. English is definitely my primary language now. As you can tell, I don't have my accent anymore.
Interesting, but you can understand, you can carry on a conversation with anybody.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's got value for sure. Kismet Estate Winery, excellent.
Yeah, Dennis, and I was going to mention one thing that I did take advantage of that the city of Penticton has to offer up to middle school and beyond is French immersion. And from grade 6 to grade 12, you can learn quite a bit if you're in French immersion. So it was the third language that I was fortunate enough to pick up, and something that I think a lot of students, if they end up going back to school in September, depending on how this strike goes, that they can take advantage of as well.
That's excellent. You've wasted very little time in your life. Neetu's our very own. We're so happy to have her home here for the broadcast of our parade on Shaw TV and our great team working behind the scenes here with us today. You're seeing one of the vehicles from Ford, and I think we've got Top Cat Tours coming up too. People have gotten very creative. I noticed there's a lot more tour companies than we've had in the past few years, and I guess there's various reasons for that. I mean, if you're going to have wine tours and things like it, who wants to drive? So
that's right, Dennis. And the message from Top Cat Tours is no matter where you want to tour, organize a bunch of friends and go together with Top Cat Tours. This locally owned company has many years of experience, and they'll make sure you get to and from your destination safely, something that's very important as well when traveling.
The vehicle that you're seeing here come up, and I know we've got a shot of it right now. This is, of course, one of the ones they were touring. Probably seat, I don't know, 35, 40 people. You're with the Kismet Winery?
No, we're with Top Cat Tours.
Oh, tell us about Top Cat then. What do you take people on wine? You can take people on wine tours. Is that what you do? Then?
You bet. We offer all-inclusive wine tours throughout the Okanagan-Similkameen.
Good, thanks. How's it going? Are people catching on to it then?
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, you bet. We're having a very busy season.
How many years have you worked there?
We've just taken over the business this past spring. However, it's been in operation for over 12 years now. It's the longest running tour company in Penticton.
How do you like the parade?
It's wonderful. Great day.
Talking to a lot of people?
Yeah, you bet.
Thanks for coming down today. Good. Top Cat Tours, Okanagan Wine Tour. And good idea. Yeah.
And Dennis, a topic we've mentioned a couple times now throughout the parade coverage is safety. And here we see the Brain Injury Society. We've got a close-up on the sign here at the front of their float. Safety is key. Brain injuries aren't. Peachy, wear a helmet. So that's their message from the Brain Injury Society here, Dennis.
Well, as you know, I cycle. I've been commuting to and from work for over 20 years, and I just don't see why it's a big deal to put on a helmet. It's not a big deal.
Dennis, and there's so many people I see that don't wear one. It's surprising, but I guess, you know, it's easy to take for granted what we have, and it's easy enough to protect it, to put on a helmet.
We've got some royalty in between here today. Oh, New Westminster, congratulations on second place.
Absolutely.
Neetu's going to run out and grab one of these ladies here.
Let's go chat with these
Excellent.
ladies. Hi, how are you? You're here from New West. I'll walk with you. I don't want to break up the parade route. How are you doing?
Quite well. How are you doing?
Good, good. So I'm born and raised in Penticton, but right now I actually live in New West myself. It's a beautiful community. What are some greetings you bring to Penticton with you from New West?
Well, happy Peach Festival. It's a beautiful weekend to be doing this. Nice and hot out. It's a lot hotter than New Westminster for sure.
The sun is just amazing.
It's really nice. We can all get a tan.
Is this the first time you ladies have come down to the Okanagan for Peach Fest?
Yes, it's the first time the Hayek Festival Association has come here.
How are you liking it so far? I know you've probably got quite a bit more to look forward to.
We're going to the beach today, which will be fun. So we're looking forward to that.
Good. Well, I'm really proud of you ladies for walking this parade route. We don't often see royalty do that. Good luck. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you, Neetu. Excellent. We'll get out and see if we can talk to one of the ladies. We can keep rolling. Yeah, we can keep rolling here today. Hello.
Hi there.
How's it going for you today?
Oh, it's wonderful. The crowd has just been awesome today.
You're teaching people how to go out on dragon boats. I went to an instructional session. It was quite interesting.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's so much fun as a sport.
We're doing the big Dragon Boat Racing Festival in September, is that
Yes,
right?
we are. September 7th and 8th at the Squaw Marina.
Thank you for your time here. Are you enjoying the parade today?
Oh, I am. Thank you.
Very good. Excellent. International Breast Cancer Festival, Florida or Bust, theming in with our good people from Survivorship. These ladies work so hard. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. We got to try it.
I haven't tried it yet, Dennis.
The song.
This is our very own Sharon Hickey.
Let her run.
There it is. That's what I was going to ask. What message do you bring to us, Sharon? Great things this Dragon Boat team does for the community. Can you tell us a little bit about the importance of what you guys do? And I can walk with you here so we can keep this going.
The importance of what we do, I think, is spreading the message that there is life after breast cancer. And all you have to do is get the test, go for a mammogram. The machine here in Penticton is one of the best you can get. Our team has raised funds and donated money to it over the years, and a lot of the other breast detection equipment up at the hospital. So yeah, go for your test.
Thank you, Sharon. Once again, that's Sharon Hickey. She's with the Dragon Boat team raising money for breast cancer. I'm going to pass to Dennis here.
Thank you, too. Zumba dancing, how's it going?
Zumba, great. It's wonderful. Hot out here.
How often do you have to practice Zumba? Like, you can just do it as long as you want?
You can just join anytime. It's so much fun. It's just dancing. It's so much fun.
How many members here with?
Oh, well, we've got about half a dozen here, maybe a few more.
Where's Kate?
She's right there. You should.
Oh, geez, we're trying to know. I've had her on my radio show before. Kate, can we grab you quickly? Can we grab your reel? How is your business? This is one of the new people doing business. How's it going for you?
It's going great. I'm loving every minute of it. It's fabulous. It's great.
No, you can come with us. We just want to keep the parade rolling. Good, thank you. How often are you open then?
We're open 7 days a week. Well, we're closed on Sundays for August only, but we'll be going again in September, 7 days a week. You want your Zumba fix, you can get it every minute of the day, just about. And we've got all different kinds of classes.
Cannery Trade Center in Penticton, just Zumba Fitness with Kate, right?
That's
These are
right.
active people.
They are. Yeah, we'll let you keep going and enjoy the rest of the parade route. Yeah, stay hydrated. Okay. We've got the Penticton Hospital Auxiliary Volunteer Team here, Dennis. Oh, saving the basket there. Lots of wonderful work that they do. Thank you so much for being here. I know you've got your hands tied, but we'll keep walking here as we chat. How are you enjoying this parade route?
Excellent. Yes, it's wonderful, and it's cooler a little today.
Tell us about your team of volunteers.
Actually,
We're from the hospital, and we involve the hospital auxiliary, Meals on Wheels, Breakfast for Learning, the gift shop, and the care closet. So we actually have almost 100 volunteers.
And a team that's much needed in a hospital that's growing.
Oh, definitely, and I'm glad to see it's going to grow. We've been working hard for that.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the parade route. Thank you.
We'll take you out to Cranbrook, right now to the East Kootenay. Hello.
Hi.
How are things in your city?
Good.
Thank you. We got to keep rolling here. Yeah, thank you. Tell us about what's happening in Cranbrook. How are things going in your city? A little bit about Cranbrook.
Well, our Sam Steele Days is the third weekend in June. And next year we're celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Sweet Art of Sam Steele Youth Ambassador Pageant.
Thank you for coming to Penticton.
For having us.
Thank you. All the way from Cranbrook, British Columbia. They're going to get a close-up of these ladies right now for Sam Steele Days, their big celebration every year. 50
Another
years.
city that goes back and remembers its history every year.
Did you go there too?
I did, yes. That was definitely one of the cities we visited during my reign.
Yeah, I grew up in Creston, so they were the enemy when we played hockey, but that's okay. No, we like Cranbrook. That's good.
Nothing wrong with a little competition.
Geez, this looks pretty inventive, doesn't it? Got like a motorhome on wheels here today. Huh. Cantex, I know, is pulling this one again. We'll get all caught up. I think we've got Fraser Way, which was the old country RV. That's the one. So yeah,
that's right. They've been a longtime sponsor of the Peach Festival, Dennis. Festival wouldn't be the largest free festival in Western Canada if it wasn't for the great sponsorship from local businesses. So definitely something that we want to make sure we give a shout out to. And they're spraying the crowd, as you can see there, with water. Definitely refreshing on this hot morning.
We want to see peachy cleaning services and children powwow dancers from the Aboriginal village coming up here real soon. You know what? That was very timely. Thank you, Fraser Way RV. Very good. I see your signage down at Okanagan Lake Park, too. Okay. There's a voice coming from up the street. Oh, Naramata Schools. Okay, they're coming from Naramata. We'll go grab the Uknakane Friendship Center. Nita, do you want to grab Uknakane?
Absolutely, Dennis.
And I'll
Let's
take
catch
care
up
of the
with them.
Naramata group, sure.
So we're going to catch up with the Friendship Center here. Hello, how are you doing?
Good, thank you.
How are you enjoying the parade route so far?
It's been amazing.
Tell us about the Friendship Center.
We're a nonprofit organization and we service the urban Aboriginal community.
And what's some of the work you do throughout the year serving the Aboriginal community?
We do employment and training. We do a lot of social service support work. A lot of elders programs and parents and children's programs. Just a wide range of services that we offer.
And do you have an estimate as to how many people benefit from the resources in a year?
Oh, not off the top of my head.
You know, it's a diverse group and a big group of people that benefit. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much.
We'll let you enjoy the rest of the parade route.
Thank you.
Lots of sounds in the parade
Excellent.
today.
Uknakane Friendship Center, thank you so very much. Finished off by a spider. Those motorbikes. Yeah, that was good. Nice little close-up of them, too. We'll catch up with Naramata School. What a nice place to be. Naramata on a nice hot day out at Manitou Beach. They just had their kind of a revised August fair, which they used to always have. It's changed around a little bit.
And Dennis, this is their centennial float that we're seeing here.
Oh, excellent. Oh, yeah, they had their centennial a couple of years ago. Craig Henderson has done a lot with that one, too. They've just had their cherry pit spit contest as well. So that's just fantastic, guys in the truck. Thank you, Naramata. Good people coming in our way. There's our royal. You want to go talk to their
That's
royalty?
right, yeah. We're featuring grade 5 royalty,
we'll
Olivia
keep
Linton.
Keep them moving, too.
Sandra Hardart, Maya Powell, and Natalie Carrier. How are you ladies doing?
Good.
Who are you here to represent? Tell us about your community.
Well, we're from Naramata, and we go to Naramata School, which goes up to grade 5. It's a really small school.
We're the Mayday Princesses.
The Mayday Princesses. So what do you ladies do as princesses? Of course you get to come to parades, but what are some of your other duties?
We do lots of community service and stuff like that.
We get to go and help out, like surf things and...
Lots of good work for the community, and you girls are so young. It's great to see you out doing things like that. Are you keeping cool on this hot morning for this parade?
Well, I'm a bit hot right now, but...
Well, we'll let you continue through the parade route. Thank you, ladies. Enjoy. They are just adorable, Dennis. They say that they spend their year as Mayday royalty doing community service, and what a great way to kick off, such developmental years in your life is getting to do a program like that and lots of community service. So
It's excellent too. They've got so much flavor. They've got artwork on the telephone poles out there. Hey, let's take a quick look. They've got enough sound coming from the Kelowna, BC,
That's right.
Canada up the road. Here they are. Thank you, Kelowna. Good. How's it going today?
Good, you?
Good. Who do you got in the back here with us today?
Well, we have the Fit Kids program with us with Home Hardware, and we're quite enjoying it.
Good. We have to keep rolling too. Yeah. How are the Fit Kids? What is the commitment you ask of the Fit Kids?
There's always different intermediate groups. There's provincials, there's intermediate, there's house, there's lots of fun stuff the kids can do. So as long as they come out and enjoy what they're doing, that's what they need to do.
Is it hard on their hands and their legs to jump all the way down the street?
It gets them some exercise. Gets them a little tough on the hands. So they're all wearing bike gloves, so their hands are protected.
Nitu's going to grab one of the kids right now. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
she is just walking on her hands, doing flips. I can hear the audience reacting to this. It's definitely something that isn't easy to pull off, but they make it look like it is. I wonder if I can stop and just chat with one of you ladies. We'll continue walking so we don't ruin any of your performance here. You make it look so easy, but I know that's something I couldn't pull off in my wildest dreams. What is it like learning to do things like this?
At first, it's like really kind of like scary because it's a new thing, and I'm sure everyone thinks that. But as soon as you start to progress and like get on, it's actually like fun and gets easier as you learn it.
So with practice, it does get easier. How old were you when you started? There's some very young girls in the back here.
I'm pretty sure I started when I was six or seven.
And flexibility must be a key component of doing gymnastics. Was this something that you have to have as you go into it, or something you developed?
Because throughout gymnastics, you get more flexible from stretching and just working.
Well, great. I'll let you continue doing just that. I don't want to interrupt your routine. Thank you so much, ladies. Enjoy the rest of the parade.
We'll pick it up with the Eagles Club here. Yeah, the Eagles Club are coming our direction right now. Need to thank you for following those ladies down. The Fit Kids are in good shape. The instructor says that they get them out there as much as they can, and then they were ready for today. So that's excellent.
Absolutely, yeah. They just start off one day, and she said it was very scary at the start, but practice makes perfect, I guess, Dennis.
Absolutely. Yeah, you fall once or twice, and that's it. One of these bikers here, Roy, Doug's going to go close up on Roy now. He helps out with the OSNS Child Development Center. He's one of those too. You know what we've got coming, and you can hear it in the background, and we won't have too much to say when the Seattle All-City Marching Band comes. I'm sure if you look way out in the distance in the camera, if you can see some green coming, that's the big band. That's the one. 156 members strong. They're coming. In between, we'll catch up with the Fraternal Order of the Eagles and take a breather. We're on the run here today with Shaw TV. You're watching the parade, which went down on Saturday morning on a beautiful day. 26 degrees at showtime. A little bit of smoke in the air from Peachland, and they're
Dennis,
taking care of business.
The Fraternal Order of Eagles, as you just mentioned, and we're seeing the float here, they were another sponsor of one of the candidates of the Miss Penticton program last night.
You're right. They're busy. They sell apple pies every year. They do a lot of other things, too. They're at the corner of Calgary Avenue in Maine. Thank you, Eagles Club. Hey, Hoodoo Adventure Company. I think these guys were an award winner not long ago. They're going to get a close-up right there. Doug's got a close-up on the drivers of the Hoodoo Adventure Group. They're award winners. Very good. And I think they've got another vehicle coming, or maybe one in between, too. Okay, no, we've got a model railway. There's a model railway coming down the street.
That's right, Dennis. It's a great float. If you've never visited the Osoyoos Desert Model Railroad, then boy, are you in for a treat when you do get there. It's a world-class miniature wonderland, and as you can see from their float depicting just that, 4,000 square feet of indoor family fun, just a little way out from the center of town. We've got the float here as we're checking it out. We'll let Dennis catch up with one of the participants of the float.
We're going to get the 30-minute hit people right now because they're coming down the street right now. If we can get a word from one of our... We're just gonna keep walking with the 30-minute hit people. How's it going in the parade? Tell us about it.
Awesome. Everybody's loving hitting the gloves.
It's great promotion for the company, 30-minute hit in Penticton, and it's an awesome crowd. All the kids love it too.
You won the bin race.
Yes, first place. There's the hardware. We're gonna
Thank you so much. Very good. 30-minute hit. That's keeping people in shape, and that's the way they do it. Doug's getting a close-up right now, and they won the first annual bin boat races we've had. Huh, very good. 30-minute hit and the bin race championship.
That's right, Dennis. Sometimes all it takes is a 30-minute, a couple times a day, a couple times a week, I should say, and I can have some big results.
Okay, let's give the introduction and take this to the street right now.
That's right, Dennis. This is the Seattle Schools All-City Band visiting from south of the border. Take a listen.
Right. I think that as long as we got a mayoral proclamation to get us back up here, I'm a former member of that band, 4-year member, so I think it's really the videos and pictures I'm taking, and they can keep up with it on SoCountry.ca too. We need to get our band back up here. There's quite a line of people still, so Tonasket needs to be in the middle of this. I see it.
Thank you so much. Trucks Plus going by with us right now. Thank you so much, Cops for Kids, and they're devoted to development and riding. Holy man, it's just all happening so fast.
Absolutely, Dennis. There's so many unique parade entries here, some promoting safety, some promoting their communities and welcoming us there. Tons to take a look at and tons for the audience to go home with, not only to enjoy.
I think we got more ice cream people here. Very good. Follow me. Oh, Barefoot Beach Resort. Very good. Right. That would be Max Picton. I don't know if he's on here. If he's on here or not today. We're just going to walk with you. How's it going?
Not too bad.
Tell us about the resort.
It's great. Just down on Skaha Lake. It's new and it's getting bigger and bigger every day.
You've got something special in the cooler, something cool, some ice cream for people. Oh, okay. Good. Tell her what do you got? You got to keep walking with us, though. Yeah, good. Thank you. What kind of ice cream are you serving?
We have multiple flavors at our shop, but this right here is vanilla.
Okay.
So we have 48 flavors out in front, and I believe 54 in our back freezers.
Thank you very much. Very good. There you go. And there's a peek at that. There's something really good right there. And there's our Peachfest button, Nitu. We haven't had a chance to talk about that one yet. They have commemorative buttons each year, and make sure you pick yours up if you can. Very good, thank you. We'll take it back out on the street. Yep, go ahead, Nitu.
Dennis, it looks like the next entry is Cheeks Beachwear. You can check out more at cheeksbeachwear.ca.
Excellent, thank you, Cheeks. We're just distributing ice cream behind the scenes here. I just wanted to make sure somebody got a hold of that ice cream.
Now, Dennis, another group that's made the trek from the Lower Mainland down to Penticton for the Peach Festival, the Fallon Daffa is Good. We'll see this group coming up. If you're seeing a group wearing yellow, that's them there. Now, these folk have come all the way from Vancouver this morning to display Fallon Daffa, which is also known as Falun Gong. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's an ancient form of mind and body practice that originated in China. It's now practiced in over 100 countries, Dennis, so it's really spread quite a bit. The practice of Fallon Daffa is said to improve mental and physical health through 4 sets of gentle standing exercises and 1 sitting meditation. It's based on the principles of truthfulness, compassion, and tolerance.
That's okay. We'll calm things down.
Yeah, absolutely. After this parade, we can use a little bit of that.
Nice shots of some of the people that are on the beachfront here. You've seen the peach and the beach in the background. In the distance, I see that we've got our big Ferris wheel going in the backdrop as well here. Everything sort of happens along Lakeshore Drive in Penticton, where you're watching this come from the parade on Saturday. And it's Okanagan Lake Park. Neetu, you know, we used to do Peachfest at Gyro and we outgrew it. And now we're in the new park and we've outgrown that one now
And
too.
it's good news, Dennis. It means that despite the fact that this city is still considered a relatively small community, it still attracts and almost doubles in population in the summer when we hold our annual Peach Festival. So it's got a lot to offer this community.
It sure does. You think you'll eventually end up back here? I think your career has to kind of take you to bigger cities. Would you like to return here?
Dennis, home is where the heart is. When I lived here, I always just wanted to get away to somewhere bigger, and now that I am in a bigger city, I love coming home, and it's definitely where my heart is. So we'll see where the tide takes me, but I love coming back.
We'll grab the sound of the Fallen Daffa band. As we get set for Penticton Search and Rescue, need to while we can. The Beautiful World Project, let's talk about it. You've started this internationally. Tell us about what you're trying to accomplish then.
That's right, Dennis, and thanks for bringing it up. The Beautiful World Foundation is a not-for-profit that myself and 6 other people who actually live in various parts of the world have put together, and we're in the process of becoming a registered charity. And what it really is to promote the beauty in parts of the world where you would least expect it. So oftentimes we see not-for-profits promoting devastation and destruction in various parts of the world, but we really want to go to places and learn from people who already have so little and are still willing to give. So beautifulworldfoundation.org is the website. You can check it out there.
Let's get a hold of Search and Rescue here real quick, and we'll get a shot of them as they go on by. They recruit, but not all the time. You can only recruit certain times of the year, so you got to plan ahead. You can't just drop down there and sign a paper and start training.
Yeah.
They only do it a couple of times a year, and I'm sure they're busy in the summertime. People get to where they shouldn't be. Okay, dance groups
Another
again.
vibrant group here are belly dancers.
Which group? Bahiti belly dancing. Okay, good. We've had the boundless belly dancers going down as well. You know, along with the belly dancing, we've had the Ukrainian dancers from St. Paul, Alberta in. It's so hot in those costumes when they're out on stage there. Oh, man.
They make it look like it's so easy, but there's that plus the heat to take into consideration.
Want to walk with the royalty? Let's go. Let's go together. We won't go too far with these guys. Yeah, we're gonna grab our silver. So we can keep moving, everybody. That's fine. How's it going?
It's going pretty well, thanks.
What's happening in Vernon these days? Are you having a good summer?
Yes, for sure. It's nice and hot. The heat is high, so the weather's great. Come on down.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Now, we've been talking to the royalty who were at the pageant last night and then the post-pageant reception and then an early morning this morning. How are you feeling this morning at the Peachfest Parade?
A little bit tired, but at the same time, really excited.
Greetings that you bring to us, inviting our community to Vernon. Tell us about that.
Well, in February, we'll be having our own proclamation where we'll pass on our crowns to the next generation of royalty.
Well, we wish you the best in the rest of your reign. Good luck, ladies. Thanks for coming to Penticton. Okay, yeah.
Always nice when you get to talk to the royalty. I like that.
It is, Dennis. Yeah, it's very close to home.
I guess when you go around too, you're going to see Kelowna, you're going to see Vernon when you go to Calgary or Tacoma or any of the great big parades too, right?
That's right,
good.
Dennis. Yeah.
Excellent. Good. Country 100.7, they're here as well.
That's right.
Very good.
Got a truck, balloons representing Country 100.7 here.
Gonna move through here. We've got an antique car coming, and we're gonna get a look at this. Geez, and I don't know my cars that well, so can I go and ask? I'm gonna roll and ask just so I get the right year. What's the year of this car, the make and model?
57.
1957? Tell us about some of the characteristics of this car.
It overheats a little bit.
It burns a bit of gas?
Yeah, it's not a good fuel consumption.
Thank you. It's a nice looking machine anyway. Yeah.
Dennis, another float that's close to my heart is the London Drugs float, somewhere I worked for 4 years. My boss, Colin Campbell, also a director for Peach Festival and doing a lot of good work for our community, but he was also an excellent boss there at London Drugs where I worked during my high school years.
Do you know what he did in the last couple of days?
He
had Robin and Riley in there, a couple of young country singers out of Nashville, and he made a stage in the store.
There
you walked in the store, they were right there, they played there, then they went down to Peachfest. And yeah, it was really good marketing.
Dennis, it really is a great company. There were a couple search and rescue teams out in the Lower Mainland that had thefts, and London Drugs came in and donated $10,000. Here he is. We were just talking about you, Colin, my former boss, also a director for Peach Festival. Pretty loud float here. We'll wait a second here for it to pass.
That's our float. Okay, this is my drill team, my buggy pusher drill team.
So this is quite the routine that your buggy pusher drill team has. How long do they practice for this parade?
All year. They practice all year for this. They live and breathe it every weekend.
Now, some of these people have been working at London Drugs Penticton location for quite some time now. Colin, you must be so proud of your staff.
I'm always proud of my staff. They do a great job. They are great at customer service, but they're also great at community events and having fun.
And you're also director of Peach Festival. Are you proud of this year's celebrations?
Everything's going smooth so far. Fun, free, and family. That's Peach Fest.
Thank you so much, Colin. We'll let you enjoy the rest of the parade.
Thank you.
Excellent job, Neetu. Thank you. You used to work there, so you know that guy really well.
I know him very well. He was my boss for years.
You know this guy too, Don Kendall, president of Peach Fest. How's it been? Gloriful, happy again, right?
Well, it's been a great 4 days. Well, 3.5 days, I guess. This is the biggest parade we've had in a long time, and the crowd just loved it. I talked to MLA Dan Ashton, who rode in the parade, and he said it was maybe the biggest crowd in history.
Excellent. He's been to a few of them. Neetu, we were talking about the Seattle All-City Marching Band, and Don will tell you how they get them to come.
Don, they're one of my favorite entries. I'm glad that you keep them coming.
Well, they've been here, I think, 5 years in a row now, and they're one of the real highlights of the parade, but every year they want to float the channel. That's part of the deal, is right after the parade, they go float the channel.
And the canal, as they probably call it, right?
Yeah, or the river. Actually, some of them call it the river.
Don, the volunteers, I know you want to say a thank you because our parade is coming to an end. We'll say hi to our friends at Burnco and the United Way. We'll get to that in a bit. We want to grab Don here at the end. Volunteers, they make it happen for you, my friend.
Well, the parade crew started at 5:30 this morning. They with barricades and lineups, and it takes dozens and dozens of people to put on a parade like this, and they did a fantastic job.
Excellent. Thank you very much. It's a spirited one. We're kind of putting this thing on the wraps. I want to thank our friends at Shaw TV. It all helps. Shaw's done a great job. Wayne McDougall, his camera crew, Doug Brown, and our group down from Kelowna to film this for us. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Dan.
Thank you.
Thank you, Don. Good to see you.
These guys work all the time. Yeah, that's... we should grab something from the United Way, and then we'll put a wrap on this real quick there, because we got to go to other programming when the parade's done. Let's make a quick run out here today. We'll do our thank yous. We'll ask this gentleman, Simon, how's it going in the parade for you?
Doing well, Dennis, thank you. Yes, we're doing very well. Yes, how about you?
Fine, thank you. You've got an event coming up in September, is that right?
Yes, September 10th, drive-through breakfast at Lakeside Resort. Yes, right in Penticton. Come on in.
That's a major fundraiser, is it not?
It's our kickoff for the season, yes. It's one of our major fundraisers. Thank you.
What's your involvement with Burnco? How does that work?
Burnco is one of our corporate sponsors for the United Way, and they are giving us their trucks today and their time, so thank you to Burnco.
You're from Quebec. What do you think of the trampoline show? Have you seen it yet?
It's amazing.
Thank you very much. We'll grab Neetu. Burnco goes by. Well, Burnco goes by, the United Way, together as one. That's a parade. That's a wrapper. Need to. Good to see you. I hope you can come back next year again.
I hope so too, Dennis. We'll see what happens, but it's always bittersweet to bring an end to another Peach Festival parade because it's just so much fun. But Peach Fest is always a great event for many people to come out to, so we've really enjoyed it.
I want to thank the Mayor of Tonasket, Patrick Plum, and Kimberly from the Stampeders. Everybody showed up on site. Camera crew, thank you. We tried doing things a little different from the street this year, and they had to do a lot of running. Thank you, and thank you for watching Shaw TV. That's our 2014 parade.